I find that for me, if someone agitates me, that is my time to pause and just see, why am I getting agitated? It's not this person. This person is going to keep being this person. What is it triggering in me? And that is an opportunity for me to let go of another layer of complexity that I have.
Yeah, Stoicism also shares a similar concept, and what the Stoics say is that you can't get insulted if you don't feel insulted. This,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. It's like, it's on it, again, because we are mirrors of each other. It's like, you can say, oh, that person is like pushed my buttons, or that person did something completely immoral, but it is, and we are humans, so we have to understand as well that we're not the Buddha, not yet, and that we can get agitated. And that is where there's a really fine line that we start to also become a little bit suppressive, because I can also take that same situation if someone agitated me and I get agitated, and I can tell myself, oh, I shouldn't be agitated because it's me, and then I suppress the agitation rather than allow the agitation to be, and sit with the agitation without falling into it, without detaching from it. So this is why there's a difference between non-attachment and detachment. Yeah.
Like
So we
processing.
want to, yes, sitting with it. And, it doesn't have to be in the moment. So maybe in the moment I got angry, I got snapped, like blah, blah, blah. And then I come back, sit with myself and be like, okay, what just happened? Okay, I feel anger coming up, and I just want to sit with that anger and try to analyze and ask myself questions about this anger. Why am I experiencing it? Where is it coming from, etc., etc. And when I sit with that anger and accept it, again, not suppress it, because I know that it's me, it's like me to choose, and this is when, people who practice these practices can become, actually, for in the name of the practice and in the name of the teachings, start to actually do the opposite work, right? They start to create more suffering in the name of getting out of suffering. so so we do need to understand that, so, if I was insulted, I want to feel insulted for a moment and just be, okay, I'm insulted right now. Where do I feel it in my body? What kind of thoughts? Why am I feeling insulted? What did this other person do? Just sit with it and just analyze it. And then things become quieter after we sit with it for a bit and we welcome it. Then things become quieter, and then maybe another layer would dissolve. And when another person will do the exact same thing, I might maybe be less insulted or not insulted. Yeah. So sometimes it can be, I think there's even like some terms for it, like toxic positivity, when you're like, oh, like, don't get insulted from that person because it's you to choose if you get insulted, but you're insulted, so we want to just make that dance between, being with it and feeling it and knowing that you're humane in a human experience in this body, in this lifetime, but you are also not. So you're also able to zoom out and look at things from above and be like, actually, that is not that
yeah,
bad. Or
a
like,
hundred
actually, that's
percent,
because,
a hundred
yeah,
percent.
yeah,
I believe it's what you said. The more, and I get what you're saying about the dancing part. It's a very fine line between that toxic positivity and what we're talking about. And just want to revert back to what you said in the beginning. The more you work on yourself, the more better you become at it. Because what you're saying right now,
exactly.
I've shared it with Parmeet. I think that has been the single factor in me in, and again, using one of your words, making my life a bit quieter, a bit simpler. And this has allowed me to focus and prioritize the things which are important for me rather than giving energy or giving time and focus to things which were not serving me. So, very well put. I could relate it 100%.
And I also think, like, if certain emotions are coming up in certain situations and they're coming up so strong, like they're really asking for your attention in that moment, they're there for a reason. Like if they're so strong in that moment, they're really asking for your attention. So, and we're never really taught to like process them or sit with them and reflect on them. Uh, we have so many distractions in our environment these days, be it a phone, movie, person, outing, social things. We just sort of keep suppressing it, and it just explodes at a later time in the future.
Exactly. And it's the same with injuries, you know, it's the same with like pain that we have in our body. You know, if we are thinking that, okay, I have a pain in my knee and that's just because of an old injury, or that I have this pain in my knee and it's shouting at me and I'm just gonna suppress it, or like take a painkiller, or, you know, name it, like it's our body and our mind are signaling us things, you know, and when things come into the surface, we want to be able to, you know, welcome them and process them so we can allow them to also let, you know, leave our body, leave our mind.